Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. He owned it. Five.
They'll run on first down. Weeks. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
18 Gators. X3. 218. Chopper. 2.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down, Bengals.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, Weeks. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
50, play.
I got you.
Hey, let go.
2nd and 3. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Right back to him on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We go. 10 Lobo.
Cut.
666. Pull it high.
Slam.
Sit.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You got it.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Bengals' 24-yard line.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3 bud.
Shoot.
Here's Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll try the air now with Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Right.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They're running with Gurley. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Ready. Pilot, 64, weak. Go. Lead Griffin.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Goodwin able to haul it in. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquise Goodwin, 88 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Give me some. Give me some.
Ready?
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Go on, go on.
Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, exit.
Mike 40. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Shoot.
3rd and long. It's gone. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquise Goodwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They run. It's Gurley. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 6. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. I know he ain't got it. Bravo. 2.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. Pushing through the contact. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play call.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
It's our field. Hey, it's our.
Hey, high 7.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. All day. All day.
Now Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check by 50. Defense wins championships, baby.
5. Now.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
To throw is gone. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, Haywood.
Pick the edge. Come. Kill.
Ready?
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
13 yards. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Weeks. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Yo. Check the backer.
Now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd and 7, Goff is going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
All day.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
I'm here all day.
And we're going 37's to Get it.
Out of the gun. Goff looking deep in the direction of Cooper. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Weeks. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Uchenna able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
218.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, let's go.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Weeks. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Let's go.
Hey.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done.
He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw big
blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
I got him. Ready?
Here's Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Get that ball.
Now Gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Weeks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Bravo. Now.
Looking to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Come off the ball.
He'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go.
Get it.
Second and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Ready?
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shelton. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Second and 10. Goff again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Ravens on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
37's the mic. Mike 37. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Let's go.
Here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Hey, wahoo! Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's taken in by Callaway. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Set. 18 Gator.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
Watch the screen. Check 30.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Weeks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll look to throw here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
90s Wolf.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they